As we often hear, the Constitution is the greatest document in history of humanity. For the first time ever, it created a small, weak, accountable central government. Of course, as you all know, for 28 trillion reasons, that's not exactly correct. Our federal government, over the last few years, has grown into a massive monstrosity that violates our every right on a consistent basis. Those things don't seem to match up, do they? Lysander Spooner said, the Constitution either created this government or has been powerless to stop it. So what's the point of the Constitution? I would argue that the Constitution is anti-liberty, very anti-liberty, perhaps more anti-freedom than anything else. And this is something that used to make me freak out when I heard this. I have 5 reasons. Before I even get to the 5 major reasons it's anti-freedom, it's not based on individual consent, is it? It's based on majority rule, aka mob rule. Number 1, taxes. It expressly grants Congress the permission to lay and collect taxes, which is theft. That's a good irony today. It allows the government to steal from us. Secondly, it allows the government to steal from us whenever they want anything for public use with eminent domain. If they want your house and your property to build a railroad through, they can take it with eminent domain. The great Constitution that many people love, and my friends and I used to love, lets the government steal your property. It also extended that power to states and localities, and extended it not just for public use, like railroads and infrastructure, but also allowed them to take it for any other developmental use that would bring business or taxes to the town, like Pfizer in Kilo versus London. 3, the General Welfare Clause is the greatest catch-all that statists love. The General Welfare Clause of the Constitution allows the federal government to do whatever they want as long as it promotes the general welfare. And many people believe that free college for everyone promotes general welfare and we all need universal health care. 4th, even worse, the Supreme Court of the United States gets to interpret the Constitution however they feel that day, depending on the current 9 or 13 judges. So if they believe that the Constitution, that the founders really didn't want you to have these scary guns with 24 rounds, like a certain dictator is afraid of, then that's what the judges believe, and therefore that's what the Constitution says. My biggest reason that I hate the Constitution, even though I used to love it, is because it's the set of laws that created the government and that restricts the federal government. But unlike the many laws that restrict us, the few laws in a tiny pocket constitution that restricts government has no punishment. All our laws, think about it, all our laws have express punishments, a fine of $10,000 to $20,000 and no more than 10 years in prison. When they violate the Constitution, they get no punishment and they violate it every day.